You're a falling star. You're the getaway car. You're the line in the sand when I go too far. You're the swimming pool on an August day, and you're the perfect.
Correspondent Wichert, what's with the dingy?
Hi, today I'm on the road. First in Arnhem, and the dingy is a memorial.
Are we doing Dutch history today?
Politics. Today, for me, this boat represents the countless numbers of people that crossed the River Rhine on this very spot for ages.
Centuries?
The story goes that already in the Bronze Age, this crossing was part of a trading route from Ireland and England to Eastern Europe.
Wow.
Up till 1945, at the end of the Second World War, when the Canadian Army had a pontoon bridge here to bring supplies into the liberated city.
And what about the politics?
Well, we all know that in Italy, Julius Caesar had to cross the river Rubicon to do political business in Rome.
Fighting a war, you mean?
Well, this woman here in Dutch Gelre had to cross 3 rivers over and over again to do her diplomatic job.
Ah, Maria van Gelre, of the world-famous prayer book.
That's her. Married to Duke Reinoud of Gulik and Gelre in 1405.
Married to the Duke to produce offspring.
Yes, but God didn't bless her with children.
Now there's your political crisis.
Instead, she became the Duke's most trusted diplomat.
Crossing 3 rivers over and over again.
The Rhine at Arnhem, the Waal at Nijmegen, and the Meuse at Grave.
And Nijmegen and Grave were part of the east-west trading route too?
Yes, and because of the Meuse, Grave has always been right on the border between the Duchy of Gelre and the Duchy of Brabant.
So the dukes were always fighting over the ownership of the place.
And who thereby got control over the Meuse there.
And of course the money that was made by the river and the ferry. I get it.
So, Mr. or Mrs. Duke had to show up there as much as possible to stay in control of Grave.
Ah, so Reinoud traveled there as well.
Yes, well, at least once. We know that he had a bastard son in Batenburg Castle. That's on the route to Grave.
While Maria was reading her world-famous prayer book in the chapel of Valkhof Castle at Nijmegen. Wow.
No, that was 10 years before Reinoud married Maria. What are you doing? Making this story gross?
I'm sorry, but within the ruling elite, conceiving offspring has always been mostly political motivated. No?
Oh, I agree on that. But you made it sound so very rude. I think the praying was very sincere.
Oh, of course it was. They lived in extremely dangerous times, I know.
Right. Many of the political differences between the European elites were resolved in murder.
Or sickness and other lethal disasters. I mean, there may be a lot of Brexit shouting in London and Brussels at the moment. But compared to the old European days, Theresa May is making a cosy senior trip.
Haha, sure. But
Say it, Wichert.
in this Brexit process, she too has to cross many rivers, over and over again.
Just like Maria van Gelre. In a manner of speaking, you mean? Or mentally?
Well, That is precisely what makes this Maria crossing river story so very interesting to me.
The symbolism.
Oh, more than symbolism. It's about the 21st century equivalent of the rivers in our landscape, in Gelre.
Europe? The world? What about the internet?
Probably, yes. But there are many rivers in our brains as well, as barriers for defense, as roads for transporting memes.
And crossing for personal and political gain.
Or resolving problems.
Wow, Wichert. You must come back next week.
I will.
And we'll be right back after this.
You play it cold, but it's kinda cute.